Okay, let's quickly summarise the ingredients for Derby Day's fantastic Draig and Madras. So I'll be using 4 tablespoons of vegetable oil today. Whole spices, got 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, a black cardamom pod and 5 to 6 centimetres piece of Cassia Bark. Got 1 large finely diced onion, 2 mediums there, probably approximately 250 grams, which we will brown. We use a little bit of salt. We're using a tablespoon of garlic ginger paste, 2 vine ripened tomatoes, finely diced, approximately 200 grams there, 1 tablespoon of tomato puree, watered down. Once that's cooked through, we'll be adding in 5 teaspoons of Dave's fantastic Draig and Madras mixed powder. That's fun. It's just really, really nice. Moving on. Once we've made the masala, I'll then be adding in 1 diced chicken breast. That's 1 large chicken breast. And we'll cook that through. Bring it to the boil, probably cook it for about 20-25 minutes. Adding a little bit of warm water as needed. Towards the end, I'm going to add, actually, rather than sugar, some honey to taste for the sweetness. Along with quite a lot of coriander. David adds in half a cup. I'll use the half a cup measure there, but that's 5 tablespoons of chopped coriander. Garam masala, I'm using Derby Dave's Kashmiri Garam masala. It's fantastic, well worth investing in, out of this world stuff. And personal touch, I like a squeeze of lemon in my Madras, so I'll be using probably 2 teaspoons of lemon. So let's get cooking. Right, to start with, get the oil in, so that's 4 tablespoons. And 4, you can use less if you want to. It's on a medium heat. Once the oil's warmed through, we'll add in the whole spices and infuse the oil. Once the spices have started to release their aromas, it's in with the onions. Now I'm going to cook the onions until they're brown, and that could take 20-25 minutes. Never rush your onion cookery. They are starting to look really good, but still need another 5-10 minutes. Okay, I think I'm there with the onions. I don't want to risk burning them. I've got some new with the recipe. 1 tablespoon of garlic ginger paste. In it goes. Stir it in. Cook out the rawness approximately in a minute until the sizzling starts to subside. And we're then in with the tomato paste. And the 2 finely diced tomatoes. Give it a good mix in. Once it's back up to temperature, keep stirring and use your spatula or your spoon to squash the pieces of tomato to help combine and make the masala. I'm going to place on the lid and let the tomatoes cook through. Let's have a look and see how the masala is getting on. That's looking, oh wow, what an aroma. That's looking fantastic. Give it a good stir. So at this point, I'm going to add in 5 teaspoons of Derby Dave's Draig and Madras curry powder. Here goes. 2, 3, 4, 5. Stir that in. Oh, that smells great already. Let that infuse for 30 seconds to a minute, and then we'll move on to the next stage. The aromas are wonderful. I've just had a little taste and it's nice and hot. I'm happy with the masala. I'm starting to see the oil bubbling up around the edges, little craters forming. So it's time to go in with the chicken. 1 chicken breast diced. Give it a good stir to ensure the chicken's coated. Now at this point, I'm not going to add any more water in yet because the chicken will release some water, but we'll keep it under review, and I've got some warm water on standby to top up as we go. So lid on and start to cook the chicken through. The chicken's been cooking for about 5 minutes now, so let's have a look, see how it's getting on. Wow, that's looking fantastic. The sauce is actually starting to turn browner as well. Give it a stir. I am going to add a little bit of warm water in now to help make the gravy. Not just going to go by eye. Oops. 1, 2. That'll help to deglaze the pan too. Give it a stir in. That's really helping the dish to come together now. So I'm going to turn my pan down to a medium heat, so a medium simmer, and then cook through the gravy, keeping it under review, stirring occasionally for the next 10 to 15 minutes to allow everything to infuse, to allow the chicken to cook, and to allow those onions to melt and break down into the gravy. So let's have another look and see how the curry is coming along. Wow. It's got a little craters, got the oil separating. I'll give it a good stir. At this point I'm going to add a little bit more water to help with the gravy. Stir that in. So I'm just going to check the chicken's cooked, so I'm going to pick out a piece. I'll go with this one. Scrape off some of the gravy, chop it in two, and we'll have a look in the middle. Hopefully it's nice and white. There it is, moist still, no sign of being pink. By the time we're finished with the coriander and adding the other ingredients, that'll be perfectly cooked. So back in. So I'm happy with the chicken cookery now. Okay, in with the final round of ingredients. I'm going to start off with a squirt of honey. Sweetness to your own taste. If you find your curries are too hot, you can use sugar to help reduce the heat levels. 1 squirt. 2 squirts. Next in is the coriander. So that's 5 tablespoons. And finally, 1 teaspoon of Garam Masala. So I'm using Dave's Kashmiri Garam Masala, which is, again, a fantastic product. In it goes. And stir it all in. And last but not least, a good squeeze of lemon. Catch any pips as you go. Don't want to be eating pips. Give it a good stir. We're ready to serve. Give it a little shake. There you have it, Dave's Draig and Madras. What a beautiful dish. Time for a taste test. Piece of chicken, some sauce. Here we go. Oh wow, the chicken's lovely and soft. There's a lovely deep heat. Lots of aromatics coming through from those whole spices, from the Madras mix, from the garam masala at the end. Dave, you truly are the spice master. Thank you for pulling together such a fantastic blend. I'm going to really enjoy this. I hope you all do. Please give it a try. You can order direct from Dave's online store. Details below. And I'll see you all again soon for another new recipe. Thank you. Bye.